One twice, and LaRue County immediately, next possession, got a basket to get it back up to 3.
Kyle Meredith will inbounds as we begin the fourth quarter of this ball game. A trip to the region final in the balance. Ford with it, drives on Williams, gets the inside, shot blocked, but will go to the line.
Cleared the side of the floor, allowed him to work one-on-one over there.
Keon Williams picks up the foul.
Two-shot foul on the drive to the basket. Neither team anywhere near the bonus. Only 4 and 3 team fouls on the two squads.
LaRue County's woes from the line continue. 1 of 6.
Ford 64% on the season. They're well below their team percentage. They shoot about 63 on the season as a group.
And missed that one. If you're LaRue County, you're still controlling your destiny. As Price goes down the lane, little runner back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Ford. But if this game gets away from them, that may be the one stat. Tremendous night from threes, but that may be the number they look at that haunts them more going into this season. But still, they're up 4 and with the basketball.
If this ends up being a really tight finish, you may rue those free throws that you missed.
Sharon with a drive, puts it up and in.
Turns his body and gets the defender off of him half a step so he can get that shot away.
26 for Sharon, 57-51, 7:09 left in regulation. Price, or make that Harness out front, gets the ball to Price.
Trying to play two-man game with Green here.
Price directing traffic. Now he'll square up with a three-pointer. That's an air ball. Rebound, though, Williams up and in.
Williams been huge on the offensive boards. I think it's 2 or 3 putbacks right at the front of the rim.
14 for Williams.
John had 14 second chance points in the first half. They've got several here again in the second.
Makes it 57-53, 6:38 left in this one. Kelton Ford with it for LaRue County. Ford brings it back around the floor. Cut off by Price. Sharon with the basketball. Sharon, what a night he has had. 26 points in this one. And finally, a 5-second call.
And John Hardin bench been asking for about 2 seconds. It was a long 5. The count never came off. It was extended.
And Kelton Ford behind him was bleeding. You could almost sense
he thought he broke. He thought he broke the closely guarded span there, somewhere in that.
John basketball down 4, 6:10 left in this one. Price with it, being charged by Ford. Here's the pass deflected. Ford will square up a 3 on the way. No good. Rebound Montgomery. Price drives down the lane, off balance, hits the floor, draws the foul.
Hits the floor hard down there. He's getting up.
Foul is going to be on Kelton Ford. That'll be his third.
Done a good job. Had 2 real early fouls. Just now getting his third.
Brandon Price will head to the line. Price, this is one of the first attempts. This one, no good. Price, a 65% free throw shooter on the season. John, as a team, shoots about 60% from the line.
Yeah, LaRue County just a little bit better at 63 for the season as a team.
The second free throw is good. Price with 9 in the ball game. And it pulls John within 3 as Cody Key will check in. Shirley sits down. Still a long way to go in this one. Under 6 at 5:52. 57-54 lead for LaRue County. The Hawks bidding for what would be a mild upset here. Out front, Kelton Ford with it. Ford on the dribble against Price. Now he'll bring it back out front with 5:30 left.
He made the effort there to break the closely guarded as he spreads himself out a little bit.
Kelton tries to go off the pick and it runs into Green.
And Green runs into him, whichever way you want to look at that, Lee, but Green's taking the foul.
That'll be his second. That'll be the team 5th. Inbounds. Ford goes into the backcourt to get it with 5:21 remaining. Bounce pass.
He brought 2 guys to him just to take the ball out of his hands.
Key back to Ford. Ford. Sharon down in the corner. Here's Ford driving in the paint. Dishes the ball off. LaRue can't secure it. And John will get it back. Chance to cut it to one or tie.
Montgomery does a great job that time. Comes out in double teams, recovers, comes again in double teams when he tries to drive again. Every time Ford's trying to take the dribble drive, John's running a second player at him, wanting to take the ball out of his hands.
Brandon Price gets the basketball to Williams. Now back to Price. We're under 5 minutes left in this one. Down in the corner, Harness up three for the tie. In and out. Rebound, though, it is Green up and in.
More second chance points for John Hardin, and they've got a 1-point deficit.
Again, Green with 21. The deficit down to one.
Third time they've had it down to one this half.
LaRue has been able to answer the bell every time. Meredith, Kirkland, Ford, Key, Sharon. They lob it, give it to Ford. He backs it away.
Two leading scorers over there trying to play a little two-man game, and LaRue County throws the ball away.
A turnover gives it back to John Hardin. John's only last lead in the ball game came at 4-3.
John pushed their offense way out on the floor, took them out of any rhythm of what they wanted to do.
Coming down to 4 minutes left in this one. Harness with it. Green drives to the inside. Little runner in the paint, no good, but we get a foul on John Hardin.
3 on Green.
And that's going to be 3 on Green.
Got to go straight up and down right there. He got the shot off before the contact, but his momentum takes him forward into the guy. LaRue County stands in and takes a charge.
So another opportunity for John Hardin lost.
Had 3 chances, all gone by the wayside to get the lead.
Ford will charge into the front court for LaRue County. They lob it ahead. Berquin may have traveled, no call. Now Sharon will back it out. 3:45 left in this one.
Williams gives him no space at all, even deep.
Meredith, a three-pointer.
Meredith made those 2 on the diagonal corner where Sharon fed him earlier. He feeds him one more time. 3 assists on 3 3-pointers.
And again, another time.
Meredith just fouled Price shooting a 3-pointer.
Foul on Meredith will be the first, but again, every time John has made a move, LaRue has answered. So Brandon Price will go to the line. He was 1 of 2 a moment ago.
Every time John gets that toe in the door, LaRue County slams it on their foot.
Price misses the free throw.
Both teams, whoever loses this ball game is going to look back at some empty spots from the foul line.
And right now, LaRue or John in more need as another free throw missed.
Meredith knows he made a bad mistake right there, fouling a 3-point shooter, but he's pumped up. He's gotten spared from it because he's missed the first 2.
Price, another free throw on the way. 0 for 3.
Big turning point right there. LaRue County makes a bad mistake fouling a 3-point shooter. Gives them 3 free throws, but John answers the door with none of them right there. Price unable to make any of the 3.
Here's Ford driving, gets the ball to Firkwood, but traveled.
Similar to the last time down the floor. We both kind of raised our eyebrows. Thought he might have walked. That time he did.
3:15 left to go in this one. LaRue County with a 4-point lead. Price holds it up at long range. 2-3 zone by the Hawks. Williams with it. All alone. He'll try the 3-pointer and drain it.
3 minutes even on the clock. John Hardin takes a timeout after the made 3-pointer, and they've got it back within 1.
The upshot of this, you keep answering the bell. How many times can LaRue keep answering the challenge?
Yep. They never have let John get over the hump right here. You get the feeling if John can get the lead, it'll be critical in the ball game. They've gotten to within 1 3 or 4 times now. Never have been able to take the lead.
But that means making a stop, another stop.
A stop at the right time. A stop at the right time. Right now, and I think that's why Coach Wells calls a timeout. Boys, we're within 1. We've been here, we've been here, we've been here. We make a stop, come down, get a basket. We're going to take a little bit of air out of their sails. They've had the lead all night long.
Both teams now down to 2 timeouts. 3 minutes to go in regulation. LaRue County 60, John Hardin 59. LaRue County took the lead on a second 3-point basket by Kyle Sharon. They have never trailed since that point, led by as many as 14 early in the second quarter. John Hardin has kept the pressure on. As you see Paul Childress drawing up what he wants here in that huddle.
John has climbed and climbed and climbed from an early deficit got themselves right on the precipice of the lead 3 or 4 times here lately. Need one good defensive stop, get the lead, and I feel like their energy level will go even higher.
LaRue County, when they look back at this ball game, I'm looking at the numbers here. 1 of 5 from the free throw line.
Now they were 0 for 3 in the first half.
And made 1 of 2 here. Ford down the lane underneath the basket, but bailed out on a foul.
I thought the big step through might have drawn a walking call.
But instead, it's going to draw the 4th foul on Davion Green.
Coach Wells thinks they give the wrong number to the scorers table there.
As Ford rolls in the first free throw. The 11 in the ball game. 2-point margin. As Lonnie Gaskins will come into the ball game as they want to save Green as much as they can, especially now that he's picked up his 4th foul.
That's the 4th foul. They say he wasn't in the play. I mean, the whole coaching staff came up immediately, said, yeah, we fouled the guy, but that wasn't the right guy that fouled him.
Ford knocks down both free throws. 62-59. Again, LaRue County.
2 free throws to stretch it back out to 3.
Every time they have been able to answer the bell.
4 or 5 times now.
Price lost the handle and it's picked up by Ford.
Well, it's a great strip by LaRue County because he's getting ready to feed Gaskins for a layup.
Still a long way to go. 2.5 remaining. And LaRue spreading the floor. Meredith chased by Harness. And we get a whistle to the foul on Harness.
And Harness has got his arm up in there on his hip.
That'll be Harness's 3rd. And now it will send Kyle Meredith to the line to shoot 1 of the bonus. Meredith with 11 in the ball game.
He's right on the team average, Lee. He's a 63% foul shooter.
But more importantly, trying to give a little bit of daylight to this LaRue County team.
Offensive, defensive switch here. Green back in the lineup to rebound the ball and come down play offense.
Meredith knocks down the free throw. Pushes it back to a 4-point margin. And you flip it around for what we said a moment ago. If you're John Hardin, how many of these runs do you have left in you?
And they've missed some free throws too, Lee. Both teams have kind of done it to themselves from the foul line.
5-point ball game, 64-59, 2:15 left in this one.
LaRue County makes 4 free throws in a row there after being so cold.
They'll lob it down low to Green. Green goes inside, pushes up the short jumper, no good, but draws the foul.
He'll get Ford right here, running by him. Yep.
Ford will pick up his 4th. So now you've got impact players on both sides with 4 fouls.
Leading scorer in the game for John Hardin with 4, and the primary ball handler for LaRue County with 4.
Davon Green heads to the line. Missed the free throw.
Whoever loses the ball game is going to look back at the foul line.
Green, another attempt on the way. He's got 21 in the ball game.
I guess whoever wins the ball game has overcome the poor free throw shooting also.
Another free throw upcoming here. 2:07 remaining. In the air. This one is no good. Ford with a rebound. Down to 2 minutes left in this one. Can LaRue County close the deal here?
Got a lot of guards. Ball handling is critical down here at a late juncture.
Does John Hardin have one more run in them?
They've gone double high stack. John's going to run and jump a little bit, but all the ball handlers, he stepped on the sideline. Which whistle comes first? Going to be a big call right here. They stepped on the sideline. He's got the timeout before he hears the other whistle, according to the official on this side of the floor.
And they'll give LaRue County the timeout.
Well, that